Moving on to the last entry of this category, entry number 15 bar 1005, Muhammed Yasin.
Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation on CNS office landscape. This project was an experiment to integrate tropical landscape and architectural form for a 30-year-old construction company run by a man who is intensely passionate about nature and very well aware of its importance in daily life. The site is located in Alleppey, 10 km away from the town in a serene village setting with a flat topography and with vegetative cover, most comprising of coconut, mango, and banyan trees. The new office is an extension to an existing office which is 10-year-old and where the client have been experimenting to bring in landscape to the context. So in the process of fulfilling the requirement of new office, the client's passion for landscape was voluntarily incorporated to the design. Facing the east, the site has an area of 25 cent split into two parts where the south zone is occupied by existing office and the north zone with carpentry workshop and an accommodation block for laborers. These are the existing trees that is retained in as it is during the design. These are the nearby buildings. There is a school in the south and residences in the north and east. The one in the east is the client's residence. This was the initial zoning where the new block is placed in front of the existing office and the carpentry zone is left as it is. But later, the carpentry zone was reorganized to obtain more frontage and visual balance. A separation was established from the carpentry workshop. A water body encircling the new block is provided, which becomes the significant landscape feature. Other elements like outdoor seating and branding wall was incorporated with the landscape. With this zoning, I was able to achieve such an orientation that all the spaces have a view to the outdoor landscape. This was ensured by adopting glass walls for the office. Various tropical plants have been used for the obtaining an organic landscape. Here you can see the roof garden is designed with a roof at two levels, one at 5-meter height and the other at 3-meter height. The office space floats above the water body which runs throughout the periphery. The flow of spaces from the outdoor to the landscape and then to the interior visually interconnects the outdoor and indoor. The branding wall merges with the outdoor landscape. These are the photographs after the completion of civil works. Here, the visual connectivity to the landscape is ensured but still maintains the privacy of the office. This is the entrance gate leading to the old office. A comprehensive view of old office, new extension, and the carpentry workshop immersed in landscape. Here, the brick wall blocks the dust and noise from the carpentry workshop. This is the outdoor seating intended for outdoor meetings, also alongside the gooseberry tree. View from the outdoor seating. The man who maintains the landscape is in the picture. The branding wall amidst the landscape with a palm tree that was retained during the landscape design. The water body running between the brick wall and the workspace elevates the spatial quality of the wall design. Making the landscape more dynamic, the water body is also a koi fish pond which brings in vibrancy and serenity to the spaces. The curtain creeper from the roof enhances privacy and visual appeal from the interior while screening the sunlight from the south hitting on the glass walls. Tropical tones and shades have been employed for all finishes in order to blend the interior, exterior, and the landscape. This is a view from the conference room. This is a view from the client's house actually. The design process was successful in creating a design that elevates the landscape not merely as an entity to be during the leisure time, but in fact as an integral part of the design that is incorporated with every minute of the user's daily life. This is a video. connecting bridge with new office and old office. Thank you.
Thanks for the presentation. So when we went to the site, so we walked across the client's residence, and there was a very similar approach to landscaping there, and I believe that was not done by you.
Yeah, done by me only after completing this project.
Okay, it was done by you.
Yeah.
So there was a conscious decision to keep the vocabulary similar, or was it an input given by the client?
Yes, there was he told me to do the same kind of landscape that should merge with the office landscape, and it should be like that only.
Okay.
It's a very interesting intervention. The context is very interesting because you have the workshop and then
Yes,
you
yes.
have the sound buffer, and you know the narrative around the landscape is a very interesting one, which positions your actions to understand better what is going on around. I wanted to know the architecture of this was also imagined along with the landscape, or vice versa.
Yes, actually, we plan to build a new block in front of the old office, and later, while planning, we thought we need some more landscape space, and because the client is already interested in the landscape, he already done some landscape in his own house, so I thought we can do here also, and we took some space from the carpentry zone, and we
So
extended the
the
office area.
architectural intervention was also done by your office?
Yes, yes.
It was, right?
Yes.
And so it was easier for you to imagine how the architecture and the landscape would go hand in hand.
Yes, yes. We initially planned that water body and everything. We planned it, and later after completing the civil work, we planned the curtain plans and everything. Before